Okay, hey guys. So, as most of you probably know, on my DeviantArt, I sent out a status saying that any requests I got besides paper sketches that I would actually have to mail to you and character sheets, they were going to be free up until I think it was January 5th when I said on the status. And this is just going to be a little stream where I'm working on those. This actually isn't one of those. It's something I'm doing for a fellow deviant artist. They wanted a picture of their OC opening presents by their Christmas tree. So that's what I'm drawing. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to ask any questions right now because I don't have my computer to look at the stream chat as well. So it's just going to be kind of just a watching me draw kind of thing. If you do want to ask me questions, you can comment them in like anywhere on my DeviantArt, and I'll get a notification that I can check on my phone. So you guys can always do that if you want to ask me any questions. So I know I haven't been like uploading speed paints for all the drawings that I've been doing. That's just been because right now I don't have a computer that I can edit videos properly on because I use MobiZen, which is a recording app that allows me to record stuff on my phone without having to root my phone. And I guess there's something wrong with the format in which they save their recordings in because my computer doesn't recognize it immediately, so I have to upload it to YouTube, which is why sometimes you guys will see like part of this drawing part 1, because when I upload them, for some reason sometimes they're public instead of unlisted, like I list them in the first place. But I don't have a computer with me right now that has Windows Movie Maker that I can use to edit the videos. I have my Acer with me, but because I have so much stuff stored on it that I can't get rid of, it's just become kind of a storage unit and it takes forever to load up. I can't edit anything with it anymore. Oh, how did that get there? How did you get there? There we go. I can't edit anything with it anymore, and I just have to wait until I either get a new computer or I get everything that's on that computer transferred over to like a giant SD card, and then have that computer completely flushed out of any information and then basically start from the beginning, which I haven't had done in years, which is why my computer is so slow. So that's kind of where I'm at with that right now. I would have had, because I have all of the footage. I can actually show you guys all of the footage that I have, which is what I might end up doing. I might just end up having them like full-length videos and then just putting a soundtrack in the background or something like that. That way you guys can still see me draw the stuff. Someone had asked me why I like to do speed paints for all of my drawings. And that's because I had an incident about, let's see, when was it? It happened in like 2015, so it was well over a year ago. A used to be friend of mine, not going to name any names, a used to be friend of mine accused me of stealing art and tracing and never giving credit if I was inspired by a piece. So she put out a journal on her DeviantArt saying that I basically stole a whole bunch of art, that people should never commission me, which caused me to lose popularity pretty fast on DeviantArt, which is no big deal except for the fact that I wasn't able to draw other people's OCs like I like to do. Like, the reason why I don't charge that much compared to other artists on DeviantArt is because each piece that I do is a learning experience for me. Like, I've never drawn a Christmas tree. This was something completely new to me, but it was, like I said, it's a learning experience. So I take I almost take every piece that I do as a gift from you guys. That's kind of why I'm doing the whole giving away free requests and commissions right now, And I'm probably going to end up doing that near my birthday too. But back to the whole drama with this girl on DeviantArt. So she posted this journal. Afterwards, I got a strike on my DeviantArt account, which freaked me out so bad. I cannot even describe how freaked out I was. So one of my closest friends contacted DA headquarters and said that I had been given a false strike because of false information that someone had posted, and someone had reported my page. So they took the strike down, but they didn't take the journal down. So the journal is actually still up. I have no way to get to it or comment on it or ask her to stop because she has completely blocked me on all platforms. One of my friends actually still talks to this girl, and I guess she repeatedly talks crap about me when things have been said between us, and I've made my point pretty clear that I haven't liked her since we met, and I never hid my feelings of that. So she just doesn't like me, and I don't like her, and that's the way things are pretty much going to stay with that, and that's honestly okay with me. But anyway, that's why I do speed paints for most of my art. Sorry if I'm just kind of rambling, guys. It's what I do when I draw. So, let's see, what else can I talk about? Well, as I'm sure you guys have noticed, the picture of Backbeat and Pixel Glitch, the description got changed on it. That's because the person who I had designed that for, we are no longer together. We broke up in April. There was just too many differences between us. He wasn't able to look past our belief differences and see the real me and accept me for me. So he ended up breaking it off. I was pretty devastated, but you know what? It's cool. We do not talk at all anymore just because he said some pretty mean things. And I'm probably sure that I said some pretty mean things. And I know my friends probably said some pretty mean things to him as well. So, a little bit about me. I'm 16 years old. I live obviously in the US. I'm going to be a senior next year in high school. And I have, let me think, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have about 8 college credits under my belt, even though I haven't graduated high school yet. Because I attend classes after high school through a college, like through a nearby college, through Saracosa Community College. And I'm able to do that because my grandparents know some people in the district and were told about it. Let's see what else about me. I'm short. I'm 5'2", which is genetically stupid because I'm literally the shortest person in my family. My dad is 5'10". My mom was 5'3". And let's see, my grandma was 5'3". My grandpa's like 5'6", 5'7". My sister, she's going to be so much taller than me, and she's only 10. She has like 4 inches to be my height, and she's 10. And it's just such crap. But I am currently in a relationship. And it's going pretty good. Let's see. I do have gray eyes. People have asked why I put that stamp on my DeviantArt because they didn't think it was true. I do, in fact, have gray eyes. I was born with blue eyes, and starting like mid-sophomore year in high school, they started to change to gray. And since then, they've just been gray. Let's see what else about me. Blonde hair from my mom's side. Why do I draw My Little Ponies? Okay, this is a good one because there's like a whole story for it. So I have been drawing and studying the anatomy of My Little Ponies since my 7th grade year of school. And it pretty much started when My Little Pony Friendship is Magic came out. I had been obsessed with the old My Little Ponies. Like, remember when Rainbow Dash talked like, oh my god, she basically talked like Rarity. And she had the rainbow curly hair. She wasn't a unicorn, none of that. It started back then. It started back when I was like 3. No, not even that. I was probably like 2. And I have loved them since. So when I heard that they were remaking it, I'm like, oh, cool. So I looked at the show. I watched the first episode of the show, and I immediately fell in love with how they were representing each character as a completely new character. Like, Applejack wasn't a baker. She was living on a ranch. Pinkie Pie wasn't, Pinkie Pie, I guess, is still pretty crazy, but the Pinkie Pie in the other ones was a different level of crazy. Like, she was nowhere near as crazy as the Pinkie Pie we all know and love today. So Rainbow Dash is obviously a complete 180 of what she used to be. Rainbow Dash, like I said, used to be she basically used to be Rarity, like I said. And that's honestly the best way I can describe her from back then, was she was basically Rarity. Rarity was actually like a unicorn princess in this older generation. It was so interesting to see how they switched all the characters around. Like, the Rarity in the older generations was very modest, and then you have the Rarity now who's just so glamorous, and we love her so. But so that's where it really started. And I decided, you know what? I see so many people, because I started watching like Ink Rose. I was obviously following Wooden Toaster, Brony Dance Party, H8 Seed when he was still around. And I decided, you know what? They have their own seeds. Why don't I create mine? And my OC's first design was, she had like teal skin, bright green hair, and yellow eyes, and her name was Bubble Stream. And I actually kept that name for a while. It didn't change until my freshman year of high school, but the design had changed. She went to her now regular bright green body and dark green hair, but her hair also had a black streak in it, which I decided was just too cliche, so I got rid of it. But she also was originally born in Alicorn, and she was a major Mary Sue. And talking about her character now, I feel so ashamed, basically. She was like, she lived a life of luxury. You know, she wanted for nothing. Her parents were best friends with Celestia, so when she grew up and decided she wanted to be a DJ, she got a job like immediately at the royal castle, and she was writing music for the princesses and stuff like that. That was basically her original story. Now, if you go to my DeviantArt and you read her background now, you know that she has 2 brothers and 2 sisters. Their parents died in a train accident on the way to the Grand Galloping Gala. She lived in a Ponyville orphanage and was adopted by Vinyl Scratch and Neon Lights, and worked in their music studio that's like where she found her true self, that she loved making music. Then she went to work in the Weather Factory in the Rainbow District and helped to bring it down. Yeah, that was inspired by Rainbow Factory, honestly. But I didn't want to have any more like canon characters than I already did, because I already had Vinyl Scratch and Neon Lights in there, and that's a pretty big stretch. I mean, it was really cliche of her to get adopted by them, but I'm like, you know what? She can't just be running around an orphan forever. Who's gonna adopt her? And I didn't want to just pick some random pony out there. I wanted to pick someone that actually had to do with her life. So I chose them. And she changed from Bubble Stream to Backbeat because originally her cutie mark wasn't headphones. Originally her cutie mark was a whole bunch of bubbles. And she, apart from writing music in character lot, she was a renowned swimmer. That's why like the bubbles represented like air and water. I don't know. How old was I? I was 13. No, I wasn't even that. Let's see, that was 5 years ago. So, no, it couldn't have been 5 years ago. Could it have? Hold on. Because I'm 16 now. That was my 7th grade year. I'm in 11th grade right now. So no, it was more like 4 years. It was more like 4. So I was 12. Give me a break. But I like how this is looking. This is looking cute. But so that's like my pony completely did a 180. She was very girly. She loved wearing bright colors all the time. She didn't have any piercings in her ears, you know, just the complete opposite of who I am now. If you're not close to me, then you don't know, but I got my 3rd ear piercing over Thanksgiving break here. And I'm done with piercings. I'm not going to get any more. They don't hurt. Those of you like wanting to get a piercing but not sure if they're going to hurt or not, they don't. They don't hurt. You don't let people say, oh, you shouldn't get them. They hurt so bad and they get infected so easily. It's like, no, they only get infected easy if you don't take care of them, or you get a piercing on your ear and it's cartilage and you don't clean it twice a day. Like, because I have all mine on my lobe because my lobe, for being small, it's very wide. Like as far as from like where it connects to my head to where it connects to cartilage, there's a wide space there. So I was able to fit 3, no more, and I didn't want to have any less. So let me run over to DeviantArt real quick. But so I basically changed her design when I hit high school because there was some stuff going on in my life, and where did it go? And I wanted to have the pony represent me because I felt like where my pony was at the time did not represent me. Okay, so that's like a dark purple hair, right? I'm not seeing that wrong. That's dark purple. Okay, and then white body, brown eyes. Okay. So that's why I changed her design, and honestly, I like it a lot better now. People say like, "Oh my God, you use such eye-bleeding colors," and it's like, well, that's the point. She's bright on the outside because she's kind of depressed on the inside. It's not like she's trying to be all emo and hide her feelings or anything like that, because she doesn't. She's, like I said, she's like a representation of me. But so that's kind of why I started doing ponies, and then once I got into it and I learned that like there were so many different ways you could customize a pony to make it look like you, I convinced all of my friends to start watching the show and make their own OCs. And they ended up not really wanting to make their own OCs, so they all asked me to do it, which of course I did because honestly designing them is so fun. My friend Cameron, his original design, like he still had the same name for his and he always had the same cutie mark, but his actually used to be like Rainbow Dash, but instead of having the streaks of rainbow hair, it was checkered. It honestly looked so ridiculous looking back on it. It was crazy. And then Andy, the one in my 100 speed paints with all the gauges, or 100 subscriber speed paint with all the gauges in her ears and the half shaved head, she used to have long curly white hair and she was super girly and oh, she was gaudy and it was awful. But and then she had her checkered hair phase too, where every checker of her hair was like a different pattern. Like she had a smiley face dyed into her hair for some reason. It was an interesting design. She was basically Discord's daughter. Like I said, back then, like we were really into, for some reason, trying to make ourselves canon characters, even though that didn't work, obviously, but it's fine. So as time went on, some of my friends decided that they wanted to change up their OC. Like, freaking Andy, if you're watching this, how many times did you change your OC, girl? How many times? You changed yours so many times. Like, you literally changed yours this year. This year, Mom. This year. So, I think the only one who hasn't really changed their OC, and it's not even really their OC anymore, is Ash. So you guys all know the character Ash. She's the one with the royal blue body and then the hair that fades. Well, my friends, the one who that was, we had a falling out, and since I still had the rights to the OC, I'm just making her kind of a backup character for different bios, and her name is now, what was it? Highlight. That was her name. Highlight. And then my friend, like I'm the only one I'm basically saying is Andy, and that's because that's not this person's real name yet. They're gonna get it changed, but right now it's not. My friend wanted to basically base hers off of highlight, and so she has the same like hairstyle and body structure, but completely different colors. That was Blacklight, the one that you or you might have seen was the latest lineless I uploaded. I think that was it. It might have been the drunk one, but it's just like if you look up Blacklight, why thank you, I think it is. That's the name of that one. That's my friend's. It's based off of Highlight. Basically, those two are supposed to be sisters. But, and then Frost and Andy are sisters in this one. Andy's like pony's name is just Andy, because why not? And then Frost and Andy are brother and sister. Frost is in fact blind. That's why her eyes are always different from everyone else's. She was born blind, and she loves, her name is Frost because she was born in the winter, and she was born when there was a blizzard. And as soon as she came into the world, she was just the happiest little filly, and she loved the snow from day one. She loved the snow. So her name was Frost, and she has like all the light colors because she spent so much time in the snow that it just kind of clung to her. And looking at Andy and Frost, you couldn't really tell that they were brother and sister unless you look at the stripe on their neck. Yeah, it's not a collar, it's an actual kind of like, I wouldn't say birthmark, but it is kind of a birthmark. Like everyone in their family is born with one. So that's kind of their thing. Let's see, who else is there in my stream of OCs that I have for some reason? They're, like I said, they're not all mine. So Pixel Glitch, like I said, was my ex's. Cool Beans is my current boyfriend's. Cool Beans is a long-haired Clydesdale. I asked him what colors he wanted on his, and he said that he didn't care as long as there was a whole bunch of green, so I literally made his entire OC green. We'll use like that brown. Let's see, who else is there in that mix? There's, let me think. I'm trying to go through like all the ones that are on the 100 special. So let's see. There's Cameron's, Pixel Glitch, Cool Beans. Oh, Shaggy Tunes. That was one that I made for a friend that I don't really talk to anymore, and we just kind of lost touch. Let me think. There's Zeth, which belongs to my friend Seth. Why his cutie mark is a pear with a bite taken out of it, I'll never know. He just said, here, make this my cutie mark. And I rolled with it. Why his hair looks like moldy pears, again, I will never know. He said that he wanted that, so I rolled with it. Let's see, then we have Spelling Bee. Okay, so Spelling Bee was for someone that I used to talk to a lot, and we actually used to be really close. But one day they just decided to completely stop talking to me, treating me like trash. And I said, okay, fine, then I'm going to make your OC the villain of my story. So Spelling Bee is supposed to be like the villain. Then we have Ezra. Okay, so Ezra was actually Andy's past OC that she designed for herself. And she liked her for a while, but what do you want? What is this? Why is this in here? Why is this? I'm not even gonna ask. Okay. That's my friends. That's what they do. I better mute that before something happens, but I'll mute it later. Okay. So, where was I? Oh my god, where was I? Oh yeah, Ezra. So, like I said, Ezra was one of Andy's old OCs. Like, that was the OC right before he designed Andy. And we decided, you know what? That pony already looks evil, so we're just going to make it a villain in the background as well. So, we don't really have a backstory for that one yet, but we're working on it. Let's see. Who else was there in that picture? Oh, there was JoJo. That's, again, a friend that we just kind of disconnected, so I kind of made her a background character now. There's Richie, who... Hey, Richie, if you're watching. He's a friend of mine. We haven't talked in, like, forever, but that's okay, because friends do that sometimes, but whatever. I actually designed that OC for him in, like, was it 7th or 8th? I think it was probably 8th, because I think we hated each other in 7th, and then in 8th we finally kind of, like, we're just like, we're over it kind of a thing. Dang it, I can't get this eye right. Well, yeah, you guys are going to actually get to see in, like, slow motion what I do for eyes and the total struggle that it is sometimes. So, let's see, who else was there in there? There was Squishy, who was my friend, Michael's OC. There's Graphite, who's my other friend's OC, my friend Autumn's OC. Her body is like, it's not really made of graphite. It's just like her coat is so saturatedly spotted in grays and whites and like darker grays that it looks like graphite. So that's like, she's not actually made of graphite, don't worry. I wouldn't go that far. So, let's see, who else is there? Oh, there's LaRue. So LaRue is my friend's OC. She's like, she's different. She doesn't have a normal ponytail. Oh, hey, Tigress Speed Art. How you doing? I just noticed that those pop up. That's so cool. Yeah, I want to abort that. Okay, so Mike was saying she's like not a normal OC, I guess. She doesn't have a normal ponytail. She's got like the appendage kind of tail with the tuft of fur at the end. And it's a really cool OC. Her OC is cool because her hair is tied back in a bun, but then when she goes apocalyptic, her hair gets really long and shaggy, and it looks really cool. And she takes her hairpins like out of her hair, and she uses them almost as giant katanas because they're for some reason get really freaking long when she takes them out. Oh, that's not enough glow, dang it. I'll add a circle. Just ignore me when I'm talking to myself doing this. That's what I do. But so let me think. Who else is in there? I'm trying to think of who else is in there. Who am I missing, guys? I don't know who I'm missing. Now I gotta go and find out. Actually, I can just go to here. Save that as it is real quick. Who am I missing, guys? I am missing someone. I know I am missing someone. Oh, okay. That's who I'm missing. Okay, so this little one right here, the one with the gray body, light gray hair and the red, that's my friend Clea's OC. She doesn't have oh no, it's Azareth, isn't it? Yeah, it's Azareth. And then this one is just a random one that I threw in there. It was originally that's actually Jelly Bean. Do you guys remember Jelly Bean from, I don't know, is that Jelly Bean? Or is that Mally J? I forget which one that is. But so, the reason why I made Pixel Glitch just my character's brother is because I really like the design of Pixel Glitch, and I didn't want to just get rid of the character altogether. I didn't want to make him a villain because I actually really like the character and the character's backstory and the fact that I designed a pretty cool apocalyptic alicorn form for it. So I just turned him into my brother, much to my friend's dismay because she honestly wanted me to rip that OC to shreds because she didn't like the person it was created for. So, let's see. That's all the characters there. And then there were some along the way. Like my friend Taylor had one at one point. I don't remember what we named her. But she was really pretty. She was pink and purple. Let me think. That's all I can think of for right now. But I've designed a lot of OCs in the past. And it's honestly so fun designing them. Like anytime someone new comes into my life and like I consider them like a real part of my life, I offer to make them one because that's how I would draw them in like a scenario where I want them to be involved with something. That's how I like express myself kind of. And I know I think my family wants me to stop drawing ponies all the time and like draw actual stuff, but Honestly, ponies are what I draw. I've been studying the anatomy of these characters for so long. I'm going to have to do a ginormous anatomy study if I ever wish to do anything else. So that's why I'm kind of delaying doing that. Eventually I am going to, because I want to learn to draw cats again, because at one point I could draw them, but now I just I've lost that, I don't know what to even call it, but if I ever draw a cat now, it just looks so wrong to me that I don't want to continue with it. So, okay, now I gotta do the present. So that's why I haven't done anything else besides ponies plus that, and you guys don't request anything other than that. So I draw what you guys want me to draw. So that's kind of where I'm at as far as my art. I am taking art this year at my school, and it's honestly helped me a lot. I've learned a lot of different techniques for coloring stuff, for getting not such harsh colors in. Because that's what one of my problems was before, was whenever I would do a drawing, I would use such harsh colors that it would almost be an eyesore. And I think I've gotten better with that over time. It just took a while. Sorry guys, I'm getting tired. Today was the last day of our finals, and I am absolutely exhausted. You would not believe the bullcrap I went through today. Oh my goodness. Do you guys ever have those finals where you look at the teacher and you're like, you do realize we have a limited amount of time in here. How are we supposed to finish this in this amount of time? Yeah, that was me today. That was me today. With not really all of my classes, just one in particular. And I'm not going to delve too far into that, but let's just say it was crazy. Geez, I see, I'm so bad at talking. I honestly am really bad at talking. Because once I stop, then it's just an awkward silence, and I can't figure out what to talk about again. I guess I'll just, kind of talk about whatever. So, do you guys like Hamilton? Because I like Hamilton. If you guys don't know what Hamilton is, you should check it out. It's really cool. It's got Lin-Manuel Miranda. If you don't know who that is, you know the new Disney movie, Moana? Yeah, he co-wrote all the music for it. So, yeah, it's awesome. If you guys haven't seen or heard of Moana yet, where have you been? Actually, I guess I can't say that because I haven't seen it yet either. That's just because I haven't been able to with all the studying I've been doing and working on requests and such. But if you guys don't know what Hamilton is, you should check it out because it's really cool. That's the sad thing. If I say it's about Alexander Hamilton, you're just gonna be like, what? Who's that? And that's kind of why Lin-Manuel Miranda decided to do a play on Alexander Hamilton, because so many people don't know who he is. And guys, he is one of our founding fathers. He founded the New York Post. He did so much stuff. He created our financial system. He did so much, and so many people don't know about him, and it's really sad to think that way, but this present is going to look really ugly. I'm sorry. I'm not good with colors. I'm still not good with colors, even while doing, oh my god, just thank you. I haven't been able to see it yet, but I heard it was really good. I heard, from my classmates that everyone was crying in the theater. But what was I going to say? Oh yeah, back to Alexander Hamilton. So many people don't know who he is, and he's done so much for this country, and my family has heard me blab on about him for long enough, so I don't want to bore you guys with my unnatural history of our government and stuff like that, because I know an obscene amount because of that musical. But it's amazing how, because he had a bad reputation, after he had done so much good, his enemies destroyed his reputation, and we, as a nation, completely forgot about him. Jeez, this is turning into a freaking history lesson. I'm sorry, guys. This was just supposed to be me talking about random stuff and drawing crap. But here we go. So yeah, there's Alexander Hamilton, and the whole musical is basically telling of his life because he had a pretty tragic life, guys. He honestly had a really tragic life. Like, his dad left when he was really young, and his mom got sick and passed away, and then he was stuck in the Caribbean, and a hurricane came and wiped out everything, and he wrote a testament to his pain, which got people's attention, so they passed around a jar to get him funds to go to the U.S. because they realized what great writing skills he had. And just a little fun fact about Alexander Hamilton, guys, he has no known last words because on his deathbed, he would literally not shut up. I'm sorry, but that is amazing. He would not shut up, so he has no last words recorded. I think the doctor was just pretty much done with him at that point. That's just a little funny to me. Let's see. What else is there about me? There's like, I honestly, there's not a lot about me to tell. I'm a book nerd. I love math and science. I love Pokemon. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to talk about something really obscure. Like, talking really, really, really obscure. Have any of you guys read the book series Warrior Cats? Because I have been obsessed with that book series since I was in freaking 4th grade, and I've met like 5 people that actually have read it, and they're still making freaking books. And there's like, if I look behind me right now on my shelf for my bed, I have at least 40 books, and I don't nearly have all of them. So, just out of curiosity. It's a really good book series if you haven't heard of it. You gotta have an open mind for it though, because like it is about cats in the forest and they're fighting and stuff, but I promise it is really good. There's surprisingly a lot of drama for it being a children's book. There's a lot of drama. Actually, now I want to add some lights here. So, I don't know. What do you guys want to know? Now that I know that I can actually see the chat. Oh my god! Tigress, you literally just made my day. You have no idea how much you just made my day. I gotta recommend a book to you. It's one of the super editions, and it's crazy long, but I promise you that you will cry by the end of it because it is so freaking good. And it's Crooked Star's Promise. I don't know if you read that one, but oh my god, that one, my baby, I cry. I cry every time. Every single time. Doesn't matter how many times I read it. I've read it at least 15 times, and I still cry every time I read it. Oh my god, you seriously just made my day. Thank you so much for that. But it's such a good book series. Oh my god, it is so good. And it sounds weird because I'm literally a 16-year-old talking about fighting cats that live in a forest, but it is so good. How do I want to do these bulbs? But let's see, what else is there really to know about me? I like candles. That's a thing. I don't know. I honestly don't know, guys. Like I said, I'm so bad at talking. I guess I'm kind of socially awkward. I don't like talking in front of people. Let's see. Like I said, I'm a huge book nerd. Once I start reading a book, I will literally not put it down. It's really good, trust me. I got my little sister reading that one, and about halfway through the book, she came up to me and she's like, "Why would you make me read this? It's so sad." And I'm just like, because there's important story stuff there. Like, you'll get, oh, I almost just spoiled something. I don't know how far you are in the book, so I don't want to spoil anything. But, oh my goodness, man. Yeah, there's not a lot to know about me. I can stutter sometimes if I'm really nervous about something. I'm terrible about talking in front of a crowd. The only time I've seemed to be able to talk in front of a crowd is literally when it's not even like when I have time to prepare for it. Like just like with getting my blood drawn, because I am like deathly afraid of needles. I have to know ahead of time that it's happening. Otherwise, I will freak out. Like, I have an insane fear of needles. What the heck? Why did it do that? That's another thing about this drawing app. It's got some glitches. It's got some major glitches. But like I said, guys, there's not a lot to know about me. But if you have any questions about anything, like, please feel free to ask, because I'm running out of stuff to say, and I really don't want it to be like an awkward silence where I'm just sitting here. You guys get to watch me draw in like literally absolute silence, except for the sound of my stylus like hitting my screen. Let's see. I guess I can kind of talk about why I draw my ponies the way I do. So I don't like the fact that in the show... Really? I'm your favorite speed artist? Oh my god, girl, you're gonna make me cry right now, for real. Oh my gosh. But, thank you so much, man. What was I gonna say? I completely forgot what I was gonna say. Oh my goodness, what was I gonna say? I don't even remember what I was gonna say now. I do know about Wings of Fire. I actually have 3 of the books. I haven't started reading them yet just because I'm kind of stuck. I've already read it a bunch of times, but I'm reading, what is it? It's Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. And I'm stuck on that because I'm helping my friend write a fan fiction for it. So I'm kind of like rereading over that for clues on the storyline. But I want to start reading Wings of Fire soon because it looks like a really good series. But what was I about to talk about, man? I hate when that happens. What was I going to talk about? Oh, why I draw the ponies the way I do. There it is. So, I draw the ponies the way I do, like, as far as the big ears, because I hate the fact that in the show they have really tiny ears. It irks me for some reason. So I draw them the way I do because I hate that, and the fact that, I absolutely love bats, and bats have pretty large ears. That's kind of why my OC's apocalyptic form is based on a bat. Sorry if all you're hearing is clicking. I'm trying to figure this out. I don't know what I want to do with this. No, don't merge. Okay, let me think. I draw the muzzles kind of like a cat's just because I feel that it looks good for, like, my type of drawing style. I don't think I could do the little curved up mouth that ponies actually have. That's why I do them the way I do. I do very long legs on my ponies because I just like the longer legs. To me, they look majestic, I guess. I really don't know. I like the way that they look. Oh my god, another person likes bats. See, my whole family is kind of creeped out because I love bats. Like, I literally want to get a pet bat when I'm older. And they're all like, oh, why bats are so creepy? And I'm like, no, they're not. They're little angels and we need to protect them. Oh, did you guys know that the smallest mammal, oh goodness, what was that? The smallest mammal ever recorded was a species of bat that's only found in one country across the globe. And right now, nothing is being done to prevent their extinction, and they're going extinct because they're so small and rare that people like to hunt them to eat them because they find it a delicacy. Because I did not know that until it was pointed out to me by one of my good friends who knows that I'm obsessed with bats. So that's like a little interesting fun fact. Frogadium, come here for education. No, really don't. No, don't come here for education. You will not get it. But, so yeah, this is the first time that I've actually been able to get a stream going successfully. Anytime I've tried to do a stream in the past, it's always failed miserably. Like, I would watch it on but monitor it on my Chromebook to make sure everything was running steady. And I would always get a screen that said that the stream was offline, even though I was sitting there with my phone, like, Oh my god, hashtag stop bat abuse. I love it. But, it's so funny. I'm gonna start that on DeviantArt. I'm gonna draw a little picture of a bat and start that trend on DeviantArt. It's gonna be amazing. But, anytime I tried to do a stream, it would always fail miserably. So, this is the first time that I've actually got one up, and I'm honestly probably going to start doing them on my gaming channel too. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet, but I'll figure it out. I'm probably going to ask some people for help with that, but I'll figure it out. Okay, I think I like how that looks. I like how that, yeah, I like how that looks. Okay, I'm going to save that one. On to the next drawing. Okay, so, I've been asked why I all of a sudden did all of these line lists with smudge shading things, even though I've said like in the past that I absolutely hate doing it. It's because like I've discovered a new way to do it that makes it a lot easier to do it, but it still looks pretty good. And because of, oh yeah, guys, I did an emotion study and it turned out awful. It's kind of like, that's actually where this one came from. This one, that one that I'm eventually doing for Andy, and this one. But, what was I going to say? Okay, so, the line list, the way I was doing it before was I would do like all of the color, like basically the entire picture on one layer. And so after every line I did, I would have to go over it. This is when I was like just starting to use SketchBook. But now that I've gotten more accustomed to it, I'm able to do more stuff with it now. So it's getting a lot easier. Hey, oh no, wait, that's the old one. Hey, there it is. Dang, have we really been streaming for 47 minutes? That's crazy. But, so, these prices on this journal are most likely going to change. Because it's easier now for me to do stuff. So I'm not going to charge a lot for something that it's easy for me to do. Because I'm really only going to charge if it's hard to do something. Let's see. Description of the piece. See, like, this is why but the way I'm going to have you guys order a piece, I'm going to keep it the same because it tells me exactly what you guys want. So I'm able to give you, like, exactly what you guys want. That's why I kind of do the request in that order. I know, it doesn't feel like it's been that long, but it says that it has. Oh no, my grades, get out of here. Get out of here, grades, my disappointment. I know, is that for that one? No, that's a different one. Why is it doing this? No. Okay, let's start a new tab and do that. Sorry, my phone does this sometimes. Like, even though it's in DeviantArt, it still wants to go to the internet for some reason. Like, it won't let me go to DeviantArt in the options. Let's see. But seriously, though, it really only feels like 20 minutes, but it's been 47 because I posted the thing on DeviantArt saying, hey, come join this stream, like, as soon as I started streaming. So that's insane. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is the next one that I'm doing. It's for Karma's Manifest. Once again, guys, if you want me to draw you guys something, head over to my DeviantArt, go to the update on request information. You guys can request anything, and it will be free until the 5th of January. If you do not request something before the 5th of January, it will be normal price. Like I said, honestly, even past then, it's probably still going to be free. I'm probably just going to switch over to free requests permanently, but I'm not sure, so don't hold me against that. Oh no, wait, I need to go back in there. So, I know exactly. Oh my goodness. You do not know how many times that has happened to me. I've been like, I'll be in the middle of recording a speed paint and all of a sudden SketchBook will just crash in the middle. And I'll just be sitting there like, oh, so why you doing this to me? I didn't ask for this, but you did it anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna try going to Chrome. Let's see if that works. I hardly ever use Chrome on my phone. But let's try it. Okay, it worked better this time. So she wants to do something like that. So kind of like a back view. Okay, I can do that. I cannot tell you guys how many times I've literally had to just completely scratch a drawing, or not even scratch a drawing, just scratch a speed paint and save the drawing and never upload it because I never had the speed paint for it. I have so many of those saved on my phone that I've just never done. Like, I can actually show you guys one right now. Here you go. Here's a thanks for joining the stream exclusive right now. This was something that I did for, when was it? It was for Halloween. Me and my friends, we were gonna do a collab, but we just never ended up doing it. And we ended up, oh, come on, load. I ended up doing a Halloween piece. And it's gonna be kind of hard for you guys to see because it is sideways. But this one is Andy's dressed as Marshall Lee. That's supposed to be Backbeat dressed as Sans the skeleton from Undertale, because that's who I was this year for Halloween. And there was Frost dressed as Ash Ketchum from Pokemon. And that's like, I never posted this on DeviantArt. I never did a speed paint on it because the recordings for it got corrupted by my phone, and I was just like, are you kidding me? You did this now when I needed you the most. You went and did that. You guys haven't seen this one either. So this was a collab that me and Andy did. I actually don't have do I have the final image on me? I don't know if I have the final. Oh yeah, I do. So I did the drawing and then she did the shading, or he did the shading because he's really good at shading. Pass around prescription pills. It's from the line Hope of Morning by, who is it by? Icon for Hire. That's who it's by. Yeah, see, I freaking love Undertale, man. I was actually Sans for Halloween. I wish I could show you pictures. It looked really cool, and I love Pokemon. I actually just finished playing Pokemon Sun, and I cried at the end so freaking much. But yeah, that was a collab that me and Andy did. And we're also working on this collab. We put it on hold because we were going to do a Christmas collab, but then it just got too close, and I got so many requests crowded at the same time that it just wasn't going to fit into my schedule. But we were going to do a 7 Nation Army collab. I was going to do pony forms of the characters. She was going to do human forms. And she actually started them. And I started them as well. So that's like, that'll eventually happen. It's not put on hold forever. It'll eventually happen. And I'm also going to end up doing something like this with the characters too, where it's the regular and then apocalyptic. I'm going to eventually do that. What else was there? Oh, so Kyla's apocalyptic form. We hadn't redesigned hers yet since she redesigned her pony. And she decided that she wanted to do a spider. She wanted to be all ironic because herself she has arachnophobia. So she wanted to be like, well, wouldn't it be funny if my character transformed and then just started screaming at the top of their lungs like, I'm a monster, don't look at me. So she wanted me to make it like kind of spider themed. So this is what I ended up coming up with. It's actually inspired by the song Bacterial Contamination from the Vocaloids, as you like from these little thingies right here and from the bottom jaw missing. But I think it looks pretty cool. And then I had started doing December, and then I gave up on day 6. Day 6 was the last day that I did. I just flat out gave up. I'm like, you know what, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. It's not fun anymore. But then, like, here's my emotion study. This was something that I did for a person on Tumblr. But in their picture, I can't tell whether their character is a guy or a girl. So I messaged them and I said, hey, I can't tell from the picture. Is your character a guy or a girl? I can't finish the picture until you tell me. And they never answered me back. So I just have this unfinished picture just sitting in my box until they answer me back. So I don't know really what to do about that, but oh my god. Mettaton is, oh my god, he's bae. Did you, just out of curiosity, have you guys watched Markiplier's playthrough of Undertale? Because he literally says that he is Mettaton, and I'm like, hun, no, you haven't seen the real Mettaton. Like, he said this when he saw Mettaton, in his box form. He didn't see him in like his full robot form yet. So he's like, oh, Mettaton is so me, guys. And I'm like, no, Mark, no, he's not. And I ended up being somewhat right. But he ended up still thinking that Mettaton was like him. Which is like, you know what, cool for you. I just like, personally, I'm like, Mettaton is way too flamboyant and gay for Papyrus for you to be anything like him. Oh, I forgot about this. So this is actually something that I started when Five Nights at Freddy's 2 came out. Yeah, that long ago, guys. Over a year ago, I started this. And it was our OCs as the FNAF characters. So there was like LaRue as Foxy, mine is Mangle, Cameron's as Freddy. Sorry guys, it's like, what time is it? It's already 10:30. I'm probably gonna stay up late, but it's still late for me because I was up at 5:30, 6 o'clock this morning. There's Andy's, that's when it was a girl character, as Toy Freddy, Highlight as Withered Bonnie, JoJo as Toy Bonnie, Winter as Withered Chica. Oh, I forgot about Katie. Or Caddy, rather. Caddy is my best friend's OC. She's literally my best friend. I forgot about her OC. I forgot that I designed that one a long time ago. But she was Toy Chica. My ex was Golden Freddy. We didn't have anyone we did have someone for Marinette. It was that girl that hates me. And then we had one of my other friends as Balloon Boy, but we don't talk anymore either. Jeez, that's a terrible sketch. And then I was also going to do this project for Kyla and her now ex. So I kind of canceled that project. Yeah, but like compared to me, you got up probably way later than I did. Just like time zone wise. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, wow. This is from the 100 subscriber special. This was when I was planning out the heads and like where everyone was gonna go. I wanted to do Heathens from Suicide Squad. Picture here with like the characters like trying to bust their way out of the bars or like someone standing in the hallway. Just never got around to it. That was gonna be something and it became nothing. I'm probably not gonna finish that one. Let's see, what else oh, yeah. So this was gonna be, for the Like an Army. This was gonna be like a Like an Army speed paint. It was the Apocalyptic Forms. What is it? You guys know that song by Linkin Park that's like an army falling one by one by one. Yeah, it was supposed to be this song. It was supposed to be for this piece. And there was gonna be like mine, JoJo's, that's actually my grandma's Honeyflower. Oh yeah, I forgot about Honeyflower. How could I forget about Honeyflower? But there's Honeyflower. Cameron, LaRue, Highlight, Frost, Andy's old one, and then there was Pixel Glitch. Wow, that was the old sketch before it was even colored. There's the Masterpiece Theater. But there's a lot of things that I've done that I haven't posted to DeviantArt. Like, I didn't just do the jelly one, guys. I did an ice cream one, a hearts one. Ignore that, please. Oh my god. My friend stole my phone one day and did high fives. Let me think. There was the wine glass one for my grandma, the ramen for Andy, and then I was gonna do bacon for Highlight. I drew a little bit. But, there's honestly so many things, guys, that I haven't uploaded to DeviantArt that I've done. Because I just felt that they weren't good enough for me to post. And every artist kind of goes through that phase. Oh my god, I forgot about this one. Okay, so you guys want to know a really, like, super... I guess, you know what? I'm going to own up to this. It's not an embarrassing story at all. When my friends and I were in 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, we created our own Warrior Cat clan. we were called Winged Clan because we were all cats with the deformation that makes them look like we had wings. And Star Clan used that as our gift and helped us build with that and actually create muscle in them and like taught us how to fly basically. And oh, thank you so much, Tigress. It's like it's a style in the making. Like I wish I could show you guys. Oh, I actually can because I still have it. I have the first ever My Little Pony drawing I ever did. I just gotta find it. It's so bad, guys. I'm not even kidding. I probably should have burned it a long time ago, but I haven't yet. Where is it? It's honestly awful, guys. But back to the whole warrior cat thing. So, like I said, with the Winged Clan thing, we had our own area on the field at our school that we kind of like built up, like as far as sand and stuff like that, to create our own camp. We had like a quote unquote river going through. Really, it was just the shallow end of the sand, and it was our own thing. And that picture that you saw, where is it? It's way the heck down at the bottom. Where is it? Darn it. There it is. That character that you see in the front there. Why is it? Did this freeze? Why did that freeze? Oh, there it goes. Why did it send it again? Thank you again, but I think it just sent it again. That character in the front, that all black she-cat with the green eyes and the stud collar like Scourge's, the white paw with red freckles and the red tail tip, that was my character, Dragonstar. And then back here, that was Tiger Tooth. He had like scratch marks on his tooth. He had like a giant canine that stuck out on one side, kind of like a saber tooth, and he had like a tiger print on him. And then that was Firestorm. But okay, guys, I found the first ever My Little Pony drawing I ever drew. You guys ready to see this monstrosity? I am honestly going to be so embarrassed about putting this on, but you know what? It's part of this. Like, this is where I started off, guys. So you can take this and you can see this is where I started. The head is so big. Look at this. What is this? What is this? What is that? This is where I started, guys. This is my... Actually, this wasn't even my first one. I don't think I even still have my first one. This was my first major one, though. This is like... See, there's Andy's old OC. There's Cameron's... Oh, wait, it wasn't checker. That's right, it was striped. We were all alicorns for some reason. We didn't deserve to be, but we were. See, like, there's the stripes through the hair, the bubbles. Oh my god, guys. This is such an old drawing, too. This is where I started. It just took many years of practice to get to where I am now. So, I'm not sure why this keeps popping up. But it does. That's okay. I honestly don't care. I see. Nah, I don't believe that. Just judging from your profile picture, that's already way better than this. Your profile picture looks amazing, by the way. But this is so bad, guys. Like, this is kind of my shame folder. This is all the crap that I've drawn over the years that I'm just like, oh, why did I draw this? There's actually some good stuff in here, too, but not a lot of it. A lot of it is honestly just terrible. Okay, this was kind of cool. So I started doing pencil shading on, for some reason, a notebook paper. And I thought I was going to get somewhere with it, and I didn't. And it's like kind of like not really even half completed. It looks cool what's done, but the rest of it is just like, why is it even here? Oh god, that's terrible. I tried doing like the first time I tried doing the inside of a mouth was awful. It takes practice, guys. It takes so much practice. Like, there are so many drawings that I've wanted to do that once I started, I realized that I didn't have the ability. Oh, you're welcome. I didn't have the ability yet to draw them, and then over time I would work on it. And there's still some that I I'm probably not going to draw anytime soon, but it just takes practice. And heck, there are artists that are way better than me, that are way younger than me, and that's because they started drawing seriously at a very young age. Like, oh my god, my mom, guys, she was an amazing artist, but she was going to college to actually be, like, study art and stuff like that. And I don't think I'm ever going to get as good as her, but darn it, I'm going to try. There are so many things in this journal that are so bad, and I'm like, why did I ever think this was good? Do you guys ever have that feeling where you look back at an old drawing and you're just like, oh, why did I think that this was a good idea? Why did I think this was ever going to look good? Oh, what's wrong with the anatomy? It's so bad. Do you guys ever get that feeling? Because I get that feeling a lot looking back at old art. There is so many things wrong with so many of my art pieces. Oh my goodness. And you know, looking back at old art can bring out a lot of, like, shelled memories, because I have a lot of drawings of just old friends' OCs. I've been, like, drawing, like, seriously drawing, or just, like, fun drawing, because I've been just drawing, like, whatever I felt like it since I was, like, 1 or 2, just, like, scribbles on a piece of paper. But actually seriously studying anatomy and stuff like that probably started in 4th or 5th. So I've been, like, doing actual studies for drawings for a long time. It's just My Little Pony has been the most serious one, where I've actually spent years on it. The rest of them I would spend maybe a month on, and then I would move on to something else. Like, at one point, for some reason, I was fascinated with giraffes, and I would just draw giraffes nonstop. But, oh wow, this is an old one too. It's not really, I guess it's not really that old. It's from freshman year. It's, let's see, who all does it have? Oh wow, it has some on here that I haven't drawn in years. Yeah, fun drawing, it was when I was a tot. It was when I was really young. Because I would, when my mom would work on paintings or anything that she was drawing, I would be right there with her drawing as well, with just like a box of crayons and some printer paper. So I had an art-filled childhood, so that's where it kind of stemmed from. But guys, I have OCs on this thing that I haven't drawn in years. Oh my god, I completely forgot about that one. So my friend that moved away, he had an OC where the whole thing with his was like, it was a business pony, and he always wore a tie, and for some reason his sideburns like curled up like right below his eye and made him look really intimidating. I don't know. So that's an old one that I have. I have my friend AJ's, whose was just like a plain pony. He didn't have like any special attributes. He was like a dog trainer or something like that. Who else is back there? Oh, there's Death Blitz or Cameron's OC. Oh, Bacon. My friend Shannon, she's obsessed with bacon, right? So her OC's name is Bacon, and the cutie mark is Bacon. Oh my god, there's so many old drawings here. I haven't looked through this thing in I don't know how long. I mean, some of these I don't even remember drawing. I remember drawing that one. I do remember drawing that one. This one I actually did a digital of. Never posted it. It's lost now because it was on an old phone. But, wow, guys. Looking through all these, it's insane how many OCs I've drawn and then have just completely forgotten about. Oh, there's Honeybee again. Or, not Honeybee, Honeyflower. But, oh my goodness, guys. Drawing is so fun. And, you know, I don't think I'm going to work on any other commissions tonight. It's not really getting late, but it's getting late. I'm exhausted. I'm probably gonna grab a book. I'm probably gonna reread, or not reread, but rescan through Fangirl and look for some more clues for my friend. I'm starting to slur my words. I need to get to sleep. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the stream and me babbling on about useless information. No, I don't want to do that. Useless information. I hope you guys enjoyed, and like I said, starting in January, I want to try, if my college schedule allows for it, I want to try to do a stream every Wednesday, probably starting around 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. No, not Eastern Standard Time. I'll post a thing on DeviantArt and you'll see it on here. I don't know what time yet. Guys, my life is a mess. So, anyway, guys, I'll talk to y'all later.